Hi, kiddies and mummies. Welcome to our kiddie clubhouse.
Please like and subscribe Kiddie Club channel. Click the bell button for more videos.